The Tortoise and the Geese. Once there was a tortoise living near a stream. He had 2 geese friends who lived miles away but flew to visit him every month. Whenever the geese visited the tortoise, the 3 best friends spent all their time playing and searching for food. They also cooked and had many delicious meals together. The 3 lived a peaceful life without any quarrels or fights. At the end of one such visiting day, as usual, the geese flew back to their home.
Goodbye.
Left alone in his house, the tortoise became upset. My poor friends, for years they have always come to this stream to play with me, while I've been lazy and stayed here. He thought and thought about this every day and every night. A month later, when the 2 geese visited the tortoise, he decided to express his concern. My dearest friends, he said, you guys have flown visiting me all the time. Meanwhile, I have not even once. How about I come to your house this time?
Thank you, my friend,
responded one of the geese.
We really appreciate your suggestion. If you'd like to visit us, we're willing to help. Yes, indeed,
said the other goose.
We've thought about inviting you to our house before, but we couldn't find a suitable way to do this. You know, we have wings and we can fly, but you don't. So maybe we should wait until we find a solution.
The tortoise agreed and stopped thinking about it for a while. The 3 friends continued with their peaceful lives. However, this peace did not last long. That year, the summer was much hotter and longer than usual. Plants were scorched and dried up. Hundreds of animals and insects were starving. Living near the stream, the tortoise and the geese lived better than the other animals. However, they could not remain much longer, as the stream was drying up. The 3 friends urgently needed to find a way of carrying the tortoise to the geese's house.
Does anyone have any ideas?
asked one goose. I've been thinking about climbing and sitting on your back. Then you will fly me to your house. How do you feel about that? asked the tortoise.
That would be too dangerous. You might slip and fall,
replied the goose.
Maybe he could hold your neck tight to keep his balance,
suggested the other goose. I don't think so. How could I hold her neck with these 2 short legs? Responded the tortoise.
Oh, it's so difficult. What can we do?
Sighed the goose. One by one, the solutions were discussed, but none sounded right. After a couple of hours, the tortoise had an idea. I might bite a stick so that you 2 can carry me with it to your house, suggested the tortoise.
What a great plan! Why couldn't we think of that earlier?
Said one goose excitedly.
Yeah, let's start our journey right away. I can't stay here another moment,
replied the other goose. So the 3 friends began their journey. The 2 geese held a stick in their beaks, and the tortoise bit the stick between his teeth. They flew over hills, valleys, fields, and plains. They dreamed of their new lives in the geese's homeland, which was a more fertile place without any drought. Many animals on the ground saw that extraordinary scene and clapped in wonder. However, some others criticized the tortoise for using his two friends in such a way. "Silly tortoise! Get down here! You look so ridiculous! You're such a bad friend to make your friends do that. Don't you know how hard it is for the geese to carry you that way?" yelled someone. The tortoise was sad and resentful. Why did these animals only criticize him? However, as he was biting the stick, he could not open his mouth to explain. The two geese understood the tortoise's feelings. They comforted him. However, there was more and more shouting and criticizing, which irritated the tortoise very much. The tortoise was so angry and he wanted to explain. Finally, he opened his mouth to speak, forgetting that he needed to bite down on the stick. In doing so, he lost his grip and fell from the sky. The tortoise got hurt badly and could not continue his journey. "Oh, silly me. I should have listened to my geese friends. I shouldn't have let my anger control me," moaned the tortoise. The two geese landed beside him. They were very worried about the tortoise.
"Oh dear, are you all right? Where did you get hurt? We're so sorry that we couldn't fly fast enough to save you from falling."
I don't feel very well. My whole body hurts so much, and I'm afraid that I cannot continue our journey," replied the tortoise. Luckily, the place where the tortoise had fallen was not experiencing a drought. So the two geese decided to stay there for a few weeks while they waited for their friend to recover. One way or another, the tortoise had learned a valuable lesson after his impulsive act. When doing something important, you need to maintain your focus and not let others affect your work. The tortoise promised not to repeat his impulsive act ever again.